Okay, guys, welcome to the action steps. Now it's time to put it all together. At this point, you've watched all the lessons in the product selection section, right? So at this point, guys, you understand how to brainstorm. You've watched my niche mastery live replay, which is over an hour long, so you're probably exhausted from that. Um, and you now have an idea of what kind of products you're going to go after because I've showed you every available resource I have at my disposal when it comes to finding a product to sell. And as I mentioned to you guys before, it's never easy to say, I'm going to go with this product, knowing that it can lead to huge success or you can fail. But remember, with the rapid profits, the rapid testing method I told you guys about at the very beginning, we are anticipating that not every niche will do well. So it's okay to move forward with a product and it turns out, it doesn't do well because we want to move fast. Now, with that said, I'm going to help you try to avoid as much as possible picking the wrong product, but it's never impossible. Or I should say, it's impossible to completely avoid, right? So, in this section, guys, I want to help you take action. So, again, I love this. I love this image right here because it looks like me sometimes when I'm trying to find the ultimate niche, and I feel like this is what you guys look like at this point after going through all these videos, right? It can be a little bit stressful, but you only have to worry about 3 action steps right now. So you can move forward and start securing your suppliers. Number 1, download my niche selection worksheet. It should be on the bottom with a link to download and use it. You'll notice I use Google Docs or Google Sheets. I run my entire company, guys, using Google Business. So if it's not something you're currently using, I highly recommend it. Everything's backed up to the cloud, and it's accessible from any mobile device or laptop or computer. So download the niche selection worksheet and use it. So what do I mean by that? Here, this is the niche selection worksheet, guys. I'm going to kind of adjust my screen here for you guys to see. This is what it looks like. So you can see here, I have categorized the niche name, and then I asked you some questions I want you to fill in. How many suppliers does the niche has? What's the demographic like? Meaning or who are we targeting? Is it something that's hard to find locally? Is it something that has like a low turnover rate? Is it consumable, disposable product? What you really want to extract from here, guys, and this can be adjusted. Don't follow mine precisely. Like I might adjust this and say, especially if it's like my second or third time around, I might adjust this and say, does it solve a problem? That might be something I want to ask. Does it solve a problem? And then I'll leave it like that. And of course, I have to clean it up a little bit, and I'll do that later. I might say, is there any brand domination, right? That's what I want to kind of put down there. And so you can adjust it any way you want. I just want you to know this is where I kind of tend to stay organized. You can see all these niches I have come up with. I color coded, guys. And look, don't go based on the niches you're seeing here, guys. This is so generic, it's not even funny, okay? But this is just kind of an example I wanted to show you guys, and you should color code it. So the color coding, I usually focus on having yellow, green, and red. And green means it's good to go. It meets all my metrics and it's dropship friendly. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to find a supplier. Red means it's not ready to go. It's not a good product. And yellow means maybe I'm still not sure. Let me do some more research. So download the niche selection worksheet, should be on the bottom, and start utilizing it, modify it, to your needs, because there's no right or wrong answer. So back to the slides, right? Download the 3 action steps you got to take is download the niche selection worksheet. Number 2 is write and track all the niche ideas you extract and come up with a minimum of at least 25 product ideas, and go all the way up to 50 if you have to. And the reason why, guys, is because remember, with the rapid testing method, we're constantly going to be sourcing products if it doesn't work out after a few weeks of testing. So we don't want to start from scratch We don't want to start from ground zero again when our product doesn't work. We want to be able to have a list ready to go. We have the supplier, we know who it is. We just got to get quickly approved, load the products up, test again. Number three is make sure you've validated your niche. So here's how we're going to validate a niche. And this is what we're going to go over. This is how you validate a niche. This is how you kind of, at least as much as possible, determine if it's going to be a viable product. You found the niche from a dropship competitor. If you found it and you know for certain that the competitor in which you found the product from, as I teach you guys in the beginning of this module, I teach you, like, if this is your first time around and you really don't want to waste time, then just copy an existing store that's doing well. And I showed you guys how to do that, right? I gave you access to where businesses are being sold online, where you'll find the competitors, like the list of 30,000 Shopify stores ranked, and the Shopify Exchange. There's a lot of places you can go to find existing profitable stores that are being sold. And if you find something that's like looks good, you find out it's dropship friendly, then by all means your search is done, right? Like, you know it's dropship friendly, move on. You looked at the competitors about us or contact us page and notice it is a dropshipper. So let's say you search a product online, whether you use fancy.com or whether you use Pinterest, and you went straight to one of the product pages of the product you're interested in. And in that product page is a competitor, right, that's selling that product. Well, in any scenario, when you go to a competitor's website, if you scroll down to the bottom of the website to the footer area, and you look up the About Us page or the Contact Us page, you will notice that most brick and mortar businesses will have a physical location for you to look up. And they'll display it either in the Contact Us or About Us pages of their website. But if there's no physical address, then 9 out of 10 times, that's because they're an online business. That likely means they're drop shippers. And so if you come across that situation, then you know your product is at least dropship friendly. You found the supplier to the product, and supplier provides a reseller form or application. So let's say you just looked up a product, and if you watch my Niche Mastery live replay, which I know it's very long, but it was live. So it's not just a replay of me teaching, but it's me answering questions. And it's really the most authentic way I possibly can teach you guys, as if you were right next to me teaching you. Like, that Niche Mastery Live is the equivalent of you standing right next to me looking over my shoulders. And so that's why I think I had to leave it in there, and it's so useful. But you'll notice that I sometimes find a niche and I'll immediately find the supplier, and right then and there on the supplier's website, sometimes they'll literally just put reseller form or contact us or sales contact number, something like referring to, you know, a sales department or being a reseller for them. And usually you'll find it at the footer of the page, which is the bottom of their website. What else? Number 4, the product niche meets my 7 key metrics. Now, a lot of you may have heard about my 5 key metrics, but I've recently expanded it to 7. And I think it lends itself well to the rapid testing method and the way I kind of perceive high ticket dropshipping. So here they are. Let me make a quick adjustment. So the first key metric is the average sales price that is being listed online should be over $300. Now, you guys always at this point probably should know I normally only dropship products that cost $800 to $1,000 or more. In a lot of cases, $2,000, $3,000. But as a complete newbie, I was dropshipping $200, $300 products, and I think you should too. Don't just go after the $2,000, $3,000 products. Like, now what I can dropship is at a different level than what you can dropship, because I've gained a lot of the exposure, the experience of the trial and errors, you know, so I want you guys to experience that as well. So if you find a great product that's $3,000, by all means, go for it. But it's okay to start at the $300 range as long as your margins look healthy. Second key metrics is it appeals to the wealthy, it appeals to businesses, or it appeals to the upper middle class. Now, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, most high ticket products are going to appeal to the upper middle class, which is why we're able to sell them online. So make sure that it's something that the upper middle class or the wealthy are going to want to buy. And if not, then at least businesses, because one of my favorite categories, guys, is selling to businesses. They have a higher, spending limit, and they usually buy in bulk, and you can cross sell it, and you can find, like, if I sell something to someone who's located in an office building, well, heck, I know there's like 50 other businesses in that office building that maybe I can get their phone number or emails in and offer the same product, like get referrals and things like that. So I love selling to businesses as well. So if it appeals to businesses, the wealthy or the upper middle class, that's part of my key metric. The third key metric is the product or niche is not dominated by any brand. The fourth key metric is you call the supplier and determine that, you know what, it's dropship friendly, or you verified it via website, like I talked about earlier. Maybe you found a niche and you immediately found the supplier, which is not hard to do. Sometimes just Googling the brand name of that product on Google will immediately show you the manufacturer's website or supplier's website. So let's just say you just know it's dropship friendly. Well, okay, it meets my metrics. So what else? The product solves a problem of any kind. This is a new one I added on here, guys. If you find a product that solves a problem of any kind, then I have determined that usually if it's a product that solves a problem, then people are going to need it. And I'd rather sell something that people need than something that people don't need. So I'll explain more later on the video ads and pre-engagement pages that we'll create why it's easier to promote a product that solves a problem than it is to promote a product that doesn't solve a problem. Now, they can both be successful, and you don't need these all to be successful. That's the thing about the internet, guys. It's drilling for oil. Maybe one of these things works. Maybe all the metrics works. But this is just kind of like a general rule for you guys. And finally, it has like strong Google Trends search results. So you go to Google Trends, you look up the product, or the niche, and you know what, it's trending upwards, or it's just, it looks pretty decent. So that's it, guys. Also ask yourself, how much work will be involved on my part? Like if you find a product that's very heavy, very expensive to ship, like how much work would that be involved? Or maybe there's a lot of variance, right? So I've launched stores and realized in some cases 78% of my sales might come from phone sales, which is so unique to me. But with high ticket drop shipping, you have to expect that there's going to be some phone sales. But some niches, you require it. Some niches, like there's so much customization that they're just going to want to talk to you. So just ask yourself that question. Find out, how much sales support will I need, and am I willing to do it? Finally, how much customer support is needed? Is there like a large amount of refund rates, return rates, or just issues this product has? And you can find out usually when you look up the product and you look up the reviews of the product, you'll know right then and there. And don't forget upsells, guys. So if you find a niche, and ask yourself, can I find a complementary product to upsell or cross-sell with this product? Because that's huge. If you can find a product that's going to be your core product and say, okay, well, okay, here's a complementary product I can sell. Like let's just say golf, right? Golf clubs, right? Well, a golf bag would be a complementary product. Golf balls would be a complementary product. You see what I'm saying? Like something you can cross-sell. All right, guys, that's it for now. So in the next module, we'll focus on sourcing suppliers. I'll give you my supplier email and phone script and what to expect on your supplier experience, basically. I'll see you guys in the next module.